Hey, hello everybody. My name is Corey, and today I'll be doing Requiem on Legendary. This will be a updated speedrun guide for the year 2020. So, see, I'm starting here on Requiem on Legendary, 0 skulls on, and I'm gonna get this mission started. So this is the second mission in Halo 4. There isn't very many tricks or, not a lot of out of bounds tricks, but there's a lot of combat optimization and ways to maneuver around groups of enemies that I'll be using within this run. So this guide will hopefully make it so when Halo 4 comes out on PC, all the new PC runners, if there are any, will be able to have a guide that will be helpful. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here and grab a plasma pistol. Now there is a chance that a fuel rod gun can spawn here. If that happens, that's fine. You grab it just as well. And nothing really changes. I also got nades there. Those aren't necessary or useful, so if you don't get nades, you don't need to go look around for any. And now we're just going to make our way normally through the level, which is to the Warthog. And we'll have to drive for about a minute and a half until we reach the first section, where the plasma pistol that we just picked up and the fuel rod would be useful. Now, the point of these guides is to make these levels for what I would do in a full game run. Isles have different strats, which are a bit more risky, so I'm not going to be showing off all of those in this run because there'd be just too many to show. So, if you want to see like the fast strats to do like Isles and stuff, it'd be better just to go watch those and see what the differences are. But for the most part, this level is pretty close to similar from full game to IL. There's maybe a few differences, not too many. The main route of the level is basically the same. So when we approach this first section coming up, we will be skipping most of it and just having to fight a few enemies in the back. And we got the plasma pistol just so that we can deal with 2 elites a lot easier. Now, you don't have to kill them, but if you don't kill them, it can make surviving a bit more challenging. And we are almost out of this driving section. So easy part of the level is done, and now begins the fun. So we're going to go right here to the right. It'll be 3 grunts here. Usually they don't bother you, but sometimes they can shoot you with their fuel rod guns. You don't have to kill them, but you want to go slow here around this corner so that this game gives you a checkpoint. And then you just want to pull up into here. Have the magnum out, you want to shoot the jackal, EMP, and kill this guy. You don't have to kill this jackal here, that's optional, and I like to overcharge this guy here. Now if you have the fuel rod, you can do the same thing, just without overcharging. It'd just be with a fuel rod instead. As you're around this corner, be ready. There's a possible of 2 spawns of fuel rod grunts. I got one in the back here, and you're going to want to actually pick up this fuel rod gun now. So if you have a plasma pistol, you want to drop for the fuel rod. If you had a fuel rod prior to this, you would just pick up the ammo. Now, a really important side note, that section back there, one to look out for is actually, this grunt's still alive. That's interesting. Oh, that's a suicide grunt from the previous section. That's interesting. Didn't know they can come back here. But if you have a fuel rod, it takes 3 direct shots to kill a gold elite, which is what I had there, which is why I prefer the plasma pistol, because it's just a 1 shot of the overcharge. So now continuing to the next section, you're going to have all your guns reloaded. You're going to want to have the fuel rod gun out, and you're going to want to try to shoot 2 or 3 shots in this area to kill this elite. And then you want to look to the left. Sometimes this grunt with the fuel rod won't spawn, sometimes he will. And then try to take out the rest of the grunts that are there. Get more ammo, and once you reach this corner, you want to stop, peek, and kill this jackal sniper. And then you can progress forward. And I like to make my way around to the left here, jump up these rocks, and reload my weapons if I haven't in this area. Then you stay back. You're going to take 2 shots to kill that guy. And then I like to switch my magnum, and I'm going to move to the right here. As you saw, these jackals here have needlers. And needlers are very, very dangerous in Halo 4. 7 shots and they will kill you. So once you kill that elite there and you start killing those 3 grunts, try to move to the right around that barricade so that you can survive. Because weapons, and they spawn in enemy hands, is RNG, and you can have all 3 grunts and both jackals have needlers. Or sometimes they can have plasma pistols. And if they have needlers, you'll have to take it a bit slow just to survive. So we are already 5 minutes in, and we're into the map room section already. So far, this has been pretty straightforward. And now here you have a choice to make. Depending on how much ammo you have in your fuel rod gun, you can either drop the fuel rod or you can pick up the plasma pistol. I like to always trade out my fuel rod for the plasma pistol, just because when you EMP elites, it stuns them. And I mean, you can sometimes get a really lucky spawn later on, where you can have all the enemies clump up into this door for a later clear, which the fuel rod is really good for clearing out. But most of the time you don't get that, so I like having the the plasma pistol just for a bit of extra safety. Now note, once you activate this button here, this weapon will most likely despawn, so whatever you go with is what you're committed to. So in my opinion, I always recommend the plasma pistol, but if you really like running with the fuel rod, there's really no difference in doing so. And after this cutscene ends, we're going to be having to press 2 buttons, one that's in the right side of the room and one that's to the left. On Legendary, we go from the right side of the room over here and make our way left, or on Easy, we go the opposite direction. And the reason why we want to do that is because on Legendary, when we come out of the left side over here later, it gives us a nice straight walkway to meet the last group that we have to kill at this door right here. So that's why we go from right to left on Legendary. So we'll make your way over here, and if you come around this side here, there is a carbine, which we're going to trade out. So always good to trade out. So you should either have carbine and plasma pistol, or carbine and fuel rod for this section. Now these buttons here, we don't have to press them. We are actually going to run, and we're going to jump across this gap here. I like to jump as soon as you feel this dip that you're going to go on. So when your character dips, that's when I like to jump. So let's run, dip, then jump, and I crouch. You don't have to crouch, but I like to just for safety. And after we press this first button now, it's going to start a series of enemies are going to spawn. Now there's an elite that can sometimes either walk very fast, or sometimes he can walk it very slow. It's preferable that he walks slow so we can get rid of him early, but sometimes that just doesn't happen. I'm not for sure exactly what makes him like move in a certain pattern that he does. So depending on what I get, my strategy for the room will change a slight bit. So once you press the button, go back on the other side, run, dip. Oh, I actually missed the jump. That's funny. So I haven't failed that in years. So I guess I'll try it again. So plasma pistol, grabbing the carbine. So it's a run, dip, and crouch jump. So we're going to see what this elite does. So I got the fast elite. He's already gone. Didn't get to see him. So if that happens, which is fine, just shoot those 3 grunts. And if you did kill him, you would just kill him and then once again take out those 3 grunts. Then here, I like to crouch and camo. And based on where these jackals are at, you can usually sprint. And they're not looking at me, so I am free to go. And I like to say camo to here. I like to overcharge this guy. I missed, which is bad. And now that we haven't killed the second elite, he's going to run up here. So if you kill him earlier, that means that you don't have to deal with him here. And then you can just run up this. Now the reason I don't like the fuel rod is that when you like overcharge the elites, they get stunned for a short moment. So when you switch weapons to kill them, like they can't shoot at you. But the field rod, they don't stop shooting at you the entire time. So even if you're shooting like 3 shots at them, they'll still continue shooting at you. So you'll take more damage that way. Also, a side note, sometimes those jackals can spot you. If they do, you are able to take out one of them. And you usually want to try to aim for the one that has a needler. The one that has a plasma pistol might just shoot at you, but it's not going to kill you, even if it strips your shields. The needle jackal is the most important. And they both have needlers. That's just tough luck. Bad RNG. If you kill both of them, though, you will get additional reinforcements when you leave from here, which can shoot you and make this next clear a bit more challenging if they have needlers. So once you press this button, we're going to jump back across. Yep, right here, crouch jumps. And we're going to take out this jackal right away with the carbine. Now, if you kill those guys, there'll be a bunch of grunts and jackals here. Pick up new carbine, new plasma pistol, and I like to shoot these grunts if you can. I try to get 3, and then you can usually get all these jackals to clump up, and that's why I save my frags. And then there's 2 elites left, and there's 1 grunt. And I missed. Oh man. Don't forget you do have camo here, which I might have to use because I am playing very poorly. There we go. So as you saw, we came from right up here, and we were able to meet these guys as they came out the door. Sometimes these people leave the room very fast, so you want to be very, very quick. Try and get over here. And this entire clear has 3 jackals, 2 elites, and 4 grunts. The 4 grunts usually spawn out here in the middle, which is why I picked off those 3 right away. And then the 3 jackals and 2 elites spawn from this door here, which is why we want to be over here as quick as we can. So, I think that's all there is to that section. It's pretty straightforward. You just gotta know which things to target. And now the button's activated. I like to always have a new plasma pistol if I can get one here, and then the carbine again. And now we're moving on to the bridge section, which is, in my opinion, the hardest section of this level. So, once we get here, reload your carbine if you haven't already, and you're going to run and jump over here to the right side. And on that debris, you shouldn't take any fall damage. And I like to get in here, and I like to crouch and camo. I took a lot of damage there, so you can actually kill this guy here off the turret, like that, and get a checkpoint. And once he's gone, then you can just run and completely. If I have plasmas, I like to stick a grunt here. It usually kills the other one, and then you can turn and get this jackal. And then you can just follow the right side of the bridge. Be ready to shoot down the jackal sniper. It's right here. He missed, fortunately, because I had really bad aim there. There's 2 grunts here. Just take them out. I like to grab the new plasma pistol if I need it, for any reason, if I didn't get one prior. And then when this phantom arrives, just shoot the grunt off the turret. Take the banshee. Try to fly a little bit high here so that the grunts won't EMP you out of the sky. And then you want to try to shoot and then ram this elite if possible. And then you can just run through. Hope that other banshee won't actually get you. That's probably the toughest part of this entire section. It's just rushing past things. So what I like to have going to this final section is plasma pistol and a carbine. I like to stick the grunt, then shoot this one. I actually missed my stick there. I want them out of the way because once I hijack this ghost, they have plasma pistols. They'll just EMP you most likely. So yeah, hijack the ghost. And same thing, you don't have to kill this guy here, but sometimes he'll jump out and he'll instantly overcharge you. And be wary here, there is actually a jackal sniper up here to the right. So if you have low shields, he might actually shoot you. And now that we have full shields, we're going to boost all the way to the back here, ignoring everything, and we're going to ram this elite and then get out instantly and try to get to his carbine as quick as we can. His concussion rifle, because we're going to use that to actually skip the remainder of the area. Sometimes his concussion rifle can despawn right away, which when it does, that really sucks. And there's a backup strat for that, which I'll show, but most of the time you're able to get it as long as you get out right away. Now if you drive your ghost all the way to the back of the room, back in there, or even like just go past this like area here. Sometimes they can despawn because you've just gone too far. And coming back here, what this actually does is it gets rid of all the enemies that were once here. Like this ghost that this grunt was in, they're all gone. And the only enemies left on the field are this elite up here and a few grunts. But everything that was down there, all the turrets, they're all gone. So we can have pretty much free reign to run around this area now. But since we've got the concussion rifle, we are going to take a series of concussion jumps up to the top. And we're going to skip this whole tower section. So like to come to this rock about right here. You want to stand like right here, look center of this pillar. So you don't want to be too far left or else you'll actually hit your head off this ledge and it'll push you out. I like to look down, I jump, crouch, concussion, and camo. I stay camoed right here. You can crouch walk with your camo and he won't be able to see you. And this is just run forward, jump 2 concussion shots, and then crouch again, and you're up to the top. So I'm going to actually revert now, because that was the end of the thing right there. Now, if you don't get the concussion rifle by any chance, say it despawned, what you can do is you can actually run to this pillar all the way over here. You can jump onto this rock right here. It's kind of tricky. And it's a little bit harder than the concussion jumps. Just jump onto this rock right here, and then you can jump onto this pillar, and then just run all the way over here to the left. You can ignore these guys, they're not going to do anything to you. And then you're once again at the top. Bingo. And if we did the concussion jumps up that I just previously showed, you'll be right here. And then I like to run to this corner. You can jump on here, concussion, jump up. And now since we did that skip and missed the first floor, there are normally 2 hunters here. But as you can see, they haven't actually spawned in yet, so we had a hunter skip as well. And with that, we have finished up this mission, Requiem. Pretty standard time for this level, I would say would be around low 9s, 9:15 or lower, probably like a 9:10 or lower now, if everything goes well. So, yeah, we just have to run to the back here and ride the elevator, and then the mission's over. Fun fact, you can actually throw your nades through the bottom of the floor here. Not useful for anything, but just cool. Sometimes they come through and they actually blow up on the top. Now once this elevator starts going up, you can actually concussion rifle if you have it, to save like half a second, maybe if that. So I like to see when like this, you get like right here, I like to look down and then jump, and you can hit the trigger like a half second early. It's not really that big of a time save, but it's better than nothing. So that is Requiem complete on Legendary. So like I said, an average time for that is about low 9 minutes. That's what you should be shooting for if you want to have a pretty decent time. So hopefully that helped, and thank you for watching.